the tomato, the potato, and the eggplant. Three foods sitting on kitchen tables all over the world tonight. And for centuries, Europeans were certain that all three of them could kill you. In 1597, an English gardener named John Gerard grew tomatoes in his own London garden and still called them foul-smelling and poisonous. He was wrong about the tomato, but here is the strange part. As the popular story goes, one of these three fears was real. Rich diners, people said, were dropping dead at the dinner table, just not for the reason anyone guessed. Let's dig in. The tomato came to Europe from Mexico in the 1500s, after Spanish ships carried it back across the ocean. Italians named it pomodoro, the golden apple, in 1554. But they mostly grew it in pots as decoration and would not let it near a plate. The reason was family. The tomato is a nightshade, a cousin of deadly nightshade and mandrake, plants that really can poison you. So people assumed the fruit was guilty too. Deep into the 1700s, wealthy Europeans still treated it as pure ornament. And then comes the story people still tell. The rich, they say, started dying at dinner. Here is the explanation. Aristocrats ate off pewter plates loaded with lead. Tomato juice is acidic, and that acid can pull lead out of the plate and into the food. So the tomato took the blame. The reaction is real chemistry. But here is the honest part. No one ever recorded those deaths, and chemists say the amount of lead pulled out this way is almost certainly too small to kill. A good story, just not a proven one. The potato had it even worse. It also came from the Americas, dug out of the Andes Mountains and shipped to Europe by the Spanish in the 1570s. It was another nightshade, and this one grew underground in the dark, which made it feel sinister. People swore it caused leprosy. In 1748, France was so afraid that it outlawed growing the potato. That ban held until a prisoner of war changed everything. Antoine Augustin Parmentier was captured during the 7 Years' War and fed almost nothing but potatoes. He not only survived, he came home convinced they were a miracle food. In 1792, he got the Paris Faculty of Medicine to declare the potato safe to eat. Then he played a trick. He planted a field outside Paris and posted armed guards on it by day, so peasants would assume it held something precious and steal the plants at night. It worked. Then there is the eggplant, which got the meanest nickname of all. It traveled from India through the Arab world and reached Italy in the Middle Ages. Italians took one look at this dark, glossy nightshade and called it mela insana. That means the mad apple, the insane apple. They believed eating it would drive you out of your mind, and they blamed it for fevers and worse. In that same 1597 book, John Gerard warned English readers to leave the mad apple alone, saying it carried a mischievous quality best avoided completely. And for a long time, respectable Europeans obeyed him. The very vegetable that today fills a hot plate of eggplant parmesan spent centuries branded as a one-way ticket to madness. So here is the payoff. The fear was not totally crazy. All three of these really are nightshades, and their leaves and stems do carry mild toxins, which is why you never eat the leaves. But out of three deadly reputations, the one people still whisper about was not really about the food. The story points not at the fruit and not at the root, but at the lead in the fancy pewter plates, quietly leaching into the meals of the exact people rich enough to be afraid of a tomato. No one ever proved those deaths, but the chemistry was real, and the tomato took the blame anyway. Three foods dreaded for centuries, now sitting in your kitchen right now. Come back